You should go. You should go shower if you're feeling gross. You should definitely shower. That's why I shower half the time, is because I just feel gross. And when you feel gross, that means that it's time for a shower. Don't mind the opening of packages. Yeah, no problem. I'm eating a Pop-Tart. And Ash, please. Please take care of my sibling. On that note, 1 second. If I can find my cursor. Hello. Um, don't mind the pink around my screen. Oh. Fair, but also be nice. You know, for my birthday stream, I asked Tex a question, and his response, I'm like, you choose. And he responds with, you choose. Like, I already said it! Quit! Oh. Sure. That should be enough energy for now. I am not used to this pen anymore. There we go. Speaking of which, I don't know if Tex is gonna show up tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he, like, somehow managed to sneak in. Because he knows I'm streaming, so. Maybe Spotify DJ will come in clutch today. Okay. Kira and Gumi. Okay. Just trying to visualize. Uh, oh no. Gonna have a lot of my model getting stuck and not working properly, so please let me know if anything goes wrong. Speaking of which, I should probably turn my lights brighter so that it can track my face better. Because I do not have one of those ring lights yet, so that is something I will need to invest in or somebody could buy for me. So I need it. I need it really, really bad. Um, behind your smoking mirrors. See. love me. Say you love me. Have to die. Da, 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 da. Wait 1 second, I've got to fix my avatar because it's not moving. And it's like barely showing for audio, so. Alrighty, there we go. Just give me your heart. No one else above me. Go and say you love me. But nothing, so just say you love me. But you're driving me insane. Know that she's not in the way. Hey, what's up, B? How you doing? Sorry, I don't see it constantly because I've got myself aimed the wrong direction because I've got you on the main screen this time. But what's up? Wow, that went from one thing to another thing very, very quickly. The one thing you need. You live with dedicated play. See through the smoke now, illusions are weak. Accept the messages that you left just for me. Suddenly, scratch through the surface and you found a key. I was safe inside a box, but it somehow been set free. Finally, say something real. Do you only speak in riddles, chatterbox? I'm waiting for your ugly mouth to spit it out. Ooh, yeah. 1.6.4 is pretty good. I used to play 1.6.4 and 1.7.10 is my favorite right now. I'm doing all right for the most part. Rage, you call it righteous and meaningful. It's anything but love. Don't take me for a fool. I know this all too well, so leave your tears to someone else, 'cause it's not just you who lost it all. Do you only speak in riddles, chatterbox? I'm waiting for your ugly mouth to say something real. Do you only speak in riddles, chatterbox? I'm waiting for your ugly mouth to spit it out. Yeah, 1.4.7. Fair enough. Through my phone, through a wall. My friends can't get a hold of me. Just a die-hole tone when they call. Chills and sweat's coming over me, and I'm aching from the withdrawal. This chemistry's got a hold of me, got a hold of me, got a hold of me. Break the habit, psychosomatic. I can't sing that high for too long. Whoops. Dopamine addict. Keep the I just can't break the habit, can't break the habit, runs in my head, dopamine addict. You know what would be cool if I separated the forefingers so I could like have full hand movement? That would be cool, but it would take me way too long. Do let go of me. Do let go. Oh, I remember Divine RPG. I don't recognize the other one. Back away, back away. I don't feel comfortable singing Korean yet. Ah, got it. Sorry if my face tracking is a little bit weird. I actually treated my curls today, so my hair is all sorts of in my face. By the way, my hair is now split dye, uh, pink and brown again. Now, granted, it's still super short right now, but I'm gonna grow it out. Cool, wait. Aww. Sucks. keep your head low. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. You wanna keep your head. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. Keep your head low. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head. Oh, you gotta keep your head. Why is it so hot down here? Yeah, fair enough. It ain't right and it ain't natural. You know, Mechanism when it updated with got like very grindy, but before it didn't used to be. So I miss like the 1.7.10 Mechanism. Drums and automobiles, I kept that furnace fed with the fossils of the dead. Love it when you feel that fire. Think of it as my desire. Think of it as my desire for you. La 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 la. Oh, yeah, keep your head low. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. Keep your head low. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head looking high and looking low for the food and firewood, I know we need to find, and I am keeping one eye on the sky and trying to trust that the song he's working on is gonna shelter us from the wind, the wind, the winds. In the darkest time of year, why is it so bright down here? Brighter than a carnival. It ain't right and it ain't natural. Lover, you were gone so long. I was lonesome, so I laid a power grid. Sorry, I can't go as far down as Hades does. I found some of them from. Okay, what is the childhood favorite YouTuber you're talking about? Because it might be the same one I'm thinking of, but I don't know for sure. Okay, I know popular MMOs, but I wanted to do content like Aphmau, like so bad. Now she's fallen to the algorithm, but before, back with like the Minecraft Diaries series, I actually really enjoyed it. Um there's the reason we're on this road. So strong. Times are so hard. Because of the gods. The gods have forgotten the song of their love. Singing la 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 la. Yes! La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Looking low and looking high. There is no food left to find. It's hard enough to feed yourself, let alone somebody else. I'm trying to believe that the song he's working on is gonna harbor me from the wind, the wind, the wind. Yes, my street was also really good, honestly. I think we have. Outros. Harbor me. Here it's getting worse. Hades Town, hell on earth. Did you think I'd be impressed? With this neon necropolis? Ever what have you become? Coal cars and oil drums, warehouse walls and factory floors. I don't know you anymore. And in the meantime, up above, the harvest dies and people starve. It rise and overflow. Yeah, what's your question? Two. Also, Aphna was going to like she hasn't done it, and then later on she said, well, the story doesn't make sense, so I need to redo it, and then she just dropped it. She fell to the algorithm. And then Skydo's Minecraft is a wife beater. Popular MMOs, I didn't really like see his videos the same after his girlfriend wife left. So a lot of my original Minecraft YouTubers have just kind of fallen off. Yeah, no problem. Ah. Okay, there we go. say honesty is the best policy. What did you order from Amazon today? Love my friends but hate me. Sigh. Too hard, dude. Yeah, you can tell the truth, but as soon as I do, I'm a bit. By the way, I don't know if you knew this, B, but I've got like the gold sparkly nails on right now. I got acrylics done for my birthday, and so my nails are really close to how Sky's up here, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I know it's a little bit out of character, but I don't care. It's worth it. Ooh, nice. Eh. Ooh, the king of cheeses. That sounds really good, honestly. I don't do a lot of like different cheeses, but Parmesan is always a safe bet for me. To attention, at best, all to nothing. Don't put me to rest. Go on and hand me your clothes. To see what just falling down at the party. Saddest little baby in the room. Fears tell me fears don't get me started. I get a little gray hair for every scare you share. Those aren't meant to bend. No, those aren't meant to bend. Those aren't meant to bend. No, those aren't meant to bend. A red cow. Like, is the cow actually like red or no? Is it just like a way to denominate a cow species? Denominate to mark the denomination of cow. It's actually red. Me, me right now looking this up. One sec. One sec. One sec. One sec. Red cow. It's actually red. Wow. Okay. So there's that one. First, said to me is what you said to me. Cut so deep, now you're dead to me. Dead to me, you were a friend to me. Dead to me, you're to blame. Made the rules, but still fucked up your own dead game. Always see the worst. First, you are dead to me. What you said to me, cut so deep, dead to me. to sleep when you're dead to me. It's a shame, you're to blame. Made the rules that still fucked up your fucking game. It's so romantic. And indie songs. Yay. I do love how the DJ basically pulls directly from your playlist so you don't have to. As I've got so many playlists, it's not even funny. My heart's inside my throat. Been in love, I've been alone. Feel like I've been living life asleep. Love so strong, it makes me feel so weak. Are you lonely? Our fingers dancing where they meet. You seem so lonely. I'll be the only dream you seek. So if you're lonely, no need to show me. If you're lonely, come be lonely with me, lonely. Passion is crashing as we speak. You seem so lonely. For the ground my feet won't reach. So if you're lonely, darling, you're glowing. If you're lonely, come be lonely with me. Beneath the pale moonlight, darkest light. Carousels and parasites. I'll be yours if you'll be mine. I'm so like we did. Don't know what they're making for dinner, but I can smell it through the vents. Probably the veggies. Just don't know what they're making. Nobody, cause I'm brain dead. Somebody said I'm a fucking slum. Don't know where I belong. Maybe you're fucking dumb. Maybe I'm just a bum. Maybe fucking scum. Don't you go psycho chum. I want you for the world. I want you all the time. Stop. Ah, fish sticks. Or maybe salmon. Not certain. Yeah, I think so. Might go upstairs next. So. Look, it's the elusive sky. The one that comes up for food and basically nothing else. Oop. Devil Town is colder in the summertime. Doesn't. Bye. Okay, sorry, I was focused. Fair enough. Yep, food's ready. Sneak up. Okay. Hope it works, B. Ah, shit. Hmm. You know what just happened? I'm trying not to scream right now. All of my work that I just did, I didn't save. And my application just crashed. I'm gonna go grab dinner. I'll be right back, everyone. And then we'll pick up where I screwed up. Because Verk wasn't here to tell me to save repeatedly because he was here last time. I'll be right back. I just realized there is a way for me to figure out whether or not I'm doing this right. I bought my avatar. Um, I bought. It's got these segments. So, in theory, I just look at my avatar to see how it's broken down. Yay, good luck. Mm. Might work. I might as well move here for a sec while I scarf down my food and figure out what I'm gonna do. Good idea. Ah! Welcome in! Bongo Cat. So, taking a little bit of a break because I didn't back up my shit. So I ended up, having some issues, you know? Um, with that, um, I'm Sky. Um, I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I'm also on YouTube temporarily. End of year, YouTube is going away for a period of time because it's just not right for me right now. I'm currently working on finishing my model the way I want it. Because this model can only provide so much for me. Because this is pre-made. Well, half pre-made. Anyways. So don't mind me as I try to go find Steam. Okay, that gives me a reference point. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do now. Eh, eh. Let's cover that. Okay. I look like I'm asleep. I apologize. Um, okay. One, two. And couldn't stand the turn the mirrors around. Ah, that would be an issue. Yeah. Walk into the house. I don't know what to say, so I'll ask you. Love me more. I killed someone for you. Same ones that I used. Killed someone for you. And say I'm on the loose. Would you have me win? Faces on the news. I killed someone for you. Oh, you understand? Before you start a war, better know what you're fighting for. Well, baby, you're all that I adore. Love is what you need. Told you I will be. I'm an angel. Hey, Sword! How are you? Oh, what's up, B? What did you learn? Oh, okay. That would make sense why it's not working. I use CurseForge almost exclusively, so does it 6 weeks?
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you. I will in a sec. Also, Lunar, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a hot set. Hydrate has been achieved. Satisfaction. Thank you for testing it. It does in fact work now. Yeah, fair enough, honestly. Kind of me too. I'm just kind of waiting for some things to arrive because I got some things and I'm planning on possibly getting a ring light for stream. So that's gonna be a different story where I'm gonna have that, right? So I just dyed my hair. It's now split dye. I've got pink on the majority and then brown on the kind of side part. Yeah, I had it blue, but I decided to change it up. I kind of like the pink a little bit more. No way. Oh, this is the... I was like, wait a second, this is the Chinese version. Alright. Oh, you've never played with a mouse and keyboard? Good luck. It's definitely different, but if you've played any mouse keyboard games, you'll be fine. And thank you, Lunar. Just Oh, good luck. Yeah, fair enough, Sword. I don't like playing on console, although I have played some console games. But I much rather PC games. Uh, my belly hurts, my heart is hard. I hate to beg, but I'll try one last time. I know you night. I remember where we started. I remember how we looked, but now you. I just heard Dance Pop followed by Kelly Clarkson, and I knew exactly what song it was. Yeah, fair enough. I suck at PvP too. That's why Tex repeatedly destroyed me in PvP to try to get me better at it. It did actually work technically. Really weird. But you know how Tex is in PvP. Yeah, an hour of him just berating me over and over and over again with things that we'd use for games and Hypixel. And then just Hypixel? Yeah, I think it's no, not Hypixel, MCCI. Yeah, MCCI. Actually, I kind of want to play MCCI. I'd want to play with him, but he's not gonna be around for a couple days, so I also wanted to play Fortnite, and he's the only person I play Fortnite with. So I just kind of got stuck. The only time when I want to play all the different games that he plays is when he's not here. It's something else. Maybe I should just clean my room instead. Cause I've got I'm gonna get my stitches taken out tomorrow, so that would work. Gone, had your chance, you blew it. Out of sight, out of mind. Shut your mouth, I just can't take it. Again and again and again and again. So we can't, like, they think that it's eczema, but I'm wondering if it's based off of mast cell activation syndrome or a mast cell disorder within that umbrella. So I they're like, well, it's probably eczema, and we could take a like skin scrape, which would identify or disprove eczema, or we can do a biopsy of the skin there and figure out what's found. And I went, you know what? Screw it. Let's do the biopsy. And so now I've got stitches in my leg, and my leg, like where the stitches are, is like bright red and purple. Like it's already scarred over where the stitches are. they're gonna hurt like hell getting removed tomorrow. Um, so just TLDR, I decided that instead of doing something minor that would scrape the top of the skin to figure out what I have, I decided to do the most extra thing ever, which is a skin biopsy, where they basically take a basically metal tube and just shove it in your skin and twist and pull out a segment of skin. That's what a biopsy is. So I went ahead and did a skin biopsy. Of course, I was numbed up for it, and they stitched me up. So I was watching her stitch me. It was so weird because I didn't feel anything, not even the pressure, and so I just saw her stitching me back up objectively, and it it was so weird because I was like, I'm just watching this girl stitch up where my insides are exposed and not even phased by it. um and then along with that, I've also decided to do the max level effort thing. Um Oh my gosh, that's great. I mean, not great, but great. Um but I'm going to be getting a surgery to check for endometriosis soon because I'm on a medication called Myfembry, which is very good for me, but I have a lot of extra mood swings, like any issues with mood swings or mood disabilities are like tenfold right now, and it's not pleasant. That's also part of the reason I took a break, was because I couldn't tell if it was the ADHD med or not. It is not the ADHD med. It was my endometriosis medication. And so it caused some issues, still is causing issues. And I'm like, hey, if we do this let's go ahead and do the laparoscopy. They misdiagnosed me with bipolar. I do not have bipolar, but I have a mood disorder. Like, it's not technically a mood disorder, but I digress. But yeah, so I decided, let's go ahead and do the laparoscopy so that you can take me off those meds. Because the laparoscopy, if they find anything, they cut it out of me, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Wrong. With the laparoscopy, if they find anything, they basically cut it out and cauterize it, but it can still regrow. The medication stops it from growing. So the meds I'm on right now shut off the hormones that make my uterine lining, like the part that sheds blood monthly, it stops that from growing because it grows monthly to support a fetus that hasn't come yet. And then your period is just your body deciding, well, it's not this month, and flushes out the lining to redo the next month for the next egg. And so the meds I'm on throw me into temporary menopause. So I act like I'm an old lady hormone wise. So the body, like my body says, oh, well, if these hormones don't exist, then why are we continuing to do this uterine lining thing? We've run out of eggs. So it goes from there. And if it weren't for these like mental side effects, I would love this med. Also, retail price for my Fembry, $1,300 in the US. With insurance right now, it's free. It's gonna be a pretty penny at the start of the year, but oh well. Um, uh, right around the site's itching. Ooh, that's not good. But yes, the laparoscopy, they basically take a small incision and then insert a camera and basically do everything via there, and they just kind of run it along my insides to see if there's like anything growing where it shouldn't be. And if there isn't, then We don't know where the endometriosis is, if it's endometriosis, and it might be adenomyosis, which is what my mom had until she got her uterus removed. Either way, they're gonna keep me on the medication because it's helping, regardless of whether or not I actually have endometriosis, which is going to be the diagnostics that happen with the laparoscopies. So, ooh, Hell of a Boss songs, yes. I have sat on my foot in a very bad way. My foot is now asleep, and I'm still sitting on it. It's like that, like, it's the painful numb too. It's not just numb. It's numb and feels like it's on fire right now because I'm sitting on it. Yeah, no, I'm getting my foot off. Ow, there. Ooh, my hips. That's not good. And I hope that your
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you. I will hydrate. Sip, sip. Ooh, there we go. That's my hip pop. Stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. Glad you came. Ooh, just look my way. Oh, you all haven't heard my rendition of Just Look My Way. Do you wish to hear it? That's my question. Okay, let me pull it up on YouTube. Oh, I'm going to save my file real quick, and then I'm actually going to set my pen down. Because this takes all of my energy, all of my effort, everything, and it takes all of my lung capacity and my vocal capacity too. If I can do that right. I don't know if I'll be able to do it right now. Because I end up doing a kind of alto soprano variant. Good job, Sword. Okay, I'm going to cry with this because I love this song so much. It hurts me. Like, it physically hurts me because I've been in his position. Like, this song physically hurts me. It is expended by blood to hold the tone. As the starlight passes overhead, feels all the skills I've honed. I am a guardian, a watcher of these ancient rites. Yet I find myself drawn from that path on those dazzling moonlit nights. Let me hold you, keep you close to me. I long to hear your voice. But dearest, I know better now. I must give you this choice. I can give you everything you need, or do you want look my way. Just look my way. Is there something more that I don't know that you won't say till we've both grown cold? Just say, please stay, look my way. This unspoken contract, a deed we forged for mutual gain. If that's all this was when you're not here, what is this rooted pain? I don't care that you're of lower station, or trying to save my dark temptations. Why can't you understand? Let me explain, and I'm terrified as I cry to make these feelings true. What's left for me and my broken heart if I cannot have you? Unless it's me, and no matter what in this world I could give, it's not enough to get through the walls you've conjured up to live. Is this what you feel? It's gone by around that cannot comprehend what you are. So I'll grant you this mercy, this bind on our souls needs to end. I will try to make amends for making you means to an end. So look my way, please look my way. And is there something more that I don't know? I'll save us both before we go cold if you'll stay and just say, look my way. I am so glad I didn't stop through that. I was so sure that I was gonna just start sobbing by the end. Um, I figured I might as well go to just chatting considering I was putting my effort towards that. It will probably end up in highlights later on for this because I want to start doing highlights. It's just really hard to listen to myself stream for hours on end. So me doing the 3 5-hour streams makes it very, very easy for me to just run through and be like, oh, I know that this was a spot and this is a spot and this is a spot, etc. So that's gonna be on a highlight. That is going to stick around on my channel regardless. So don't worry, that's gonna stick around even though I started off on this screen and not on just chatting, but I can also do it in tenor. But his low notes are like the low part of my total range. Look my way. I could go down, but I prefer to go up rather than down right now. And just in general for that song. I don't know why, but it's that song I prefer. You know. For that I don't know. It's both before we grow cold if you'll stay. Look my way. Anyways. Alright, Murder 4 is great. I've also been having Clown Bitch stuck in my head for a while, and 2 Minute Notice is also great. You know what? I will yes, uh Lurk should work. Is Lurk not working? Oh. Oh, it's been offline this entire time. Oh, Cloudbot's been off the entire time. Sorry, Sword. I didn't even realize Cloudbot was off. It just didn't occur to me. Give me a sec. Let me fix that. Stream ads. But yeah, Cloudbot was just off for some reason. It turns off every couple days, and I have to go back in and turn it back on for whatever reason. I don't know why. There we go. Now it should work. If you want to go ahead and do the alert command again, that should work properly this time. Cross my fingers on that one. Yay! It worked this time, and now it should like notify of like, hey, join the Discord.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Yes, I will. I'll drink there. Let's go grab my big container of shit. Got it. Got my hydrate in. We're good. Take care, Sword. B, should I like when it comes down to downloading it, I was going to sing it on like just chatting or like my video recording side of Streamlabs, but I hadn't gotten around to it, and I sang a very poor version on Snapchat for my friends, and it was in my car that I sang it, so I had some voice cracks and the reverb isn't great on it. I want to like actually do it more professionally. Either way, should I sing 2-minute notice? Of course, Sword. I may or may not get back into VR chat. It's just a lot for me. It gives me headaches if I'm actually in VR, and when I'm not in VR, I feel like less of a person, I guess, and more of like an android or a robot. I'm not going to put as much like effort into 2-minute notice because I don't really have to, but also, all right, see ya, Sword. But also like I kind of want to continue drawing. You've seen my use. You have packaged and sold every part of me. Suffered a lifetime of abuse. I have lost myself. I have worshipped at your feet. And here I am standing on top of the world with some bitches to defeat. I've won it all. They scream my name. They bought the doll. I've seen the day. Now I've got one thing left to say. Hey, hey, fuck you! It's too high for me to sit there. Quit and smell the roses. Say goodbye. Look you in the eyes and say fuck you. Fuckity, 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 fuckity you. Fuck you. I have taken shit, crushed under your heel. I have suffered for profit and suckered for fame, made a fortune you could steal. I've had enough, I've hit the wall. I'm tired of taking your calls. It ends today. Now there's just one last thing to say. Hey, hey, fuck you. I'd said it sooner, fuck you. Cut you off just like a tumor. Hope you die. Kiss my ass goodbye, you cock. Fuck you. Have you ever felt sick and tired of doing the same shit with me? But then ruining shit for a boss that you're sick of obeying. If you ever felt the same, let me hear you say it. Did you really think I was gonna stay? Spending life over with your fist in my A. Slander me and say I'll never work in this town. If I stick around, I'll be 6'4" under the ground. Fuck you, fuck you, greedy bastard. You're a fucking ass clown. Say goodbye. Too late. right to apologize, so this is it. Ma'am, on you, sad sack of shit. Fuck you, you bitch. Yeah! Okay, I will say though, did you. So, B, you know Octavia, right? Do you know who plays her? Like, I assume that you know that Fizz is played by Alex Brightman. Who I believe it's Alex Brightman. Yes, Alex Brightman. He is so Fizz is done by Beetlejuice. Like literally Broadway Beetlejuice. That is Alex Brightman. Um Octavia, I don't know how many like musicals you are aware of. I will name off some characters from different musicals. Mean Girls the musical, Janice. And Heather's the musical. I believe her name is, yeah, Veronica. That is Octavia. Octavia is, and I was screaming when I found out. Octavia is Janice from Mean Girls and Veronica from Heather's the musical. And unironically or ironically, I don't know what I meant to say there. I made a playlist kind of like Octavia's shit, like the way that I expect her to listen to stuff like that. But yeah. So yeah, Fizz is done by Beetlejuice, from Beetlejuice the musical, and Octavia is Veronica from Heather's the musical, and Janice from Mean Girls. So I will find a song right here that I had like added thinking, this feels like an Octavia song right here. And it's the reprise to Dead Girl Walking for Heather's the Musical, done by Barrett Wilbert Weed, who is Octavia. I didn't even realize that it was her VA until I was like looking her up, and I was like, wait, she works as part of Hell of a Boss? What do you mean? And turns out she's fucking Octavia. She's Octavia, and I've been singing her songs all over the place. Anyways, sing this song because someone strong who could protect me. Let his anger fester and infect me. His solution is a lie. No one here deserves to die except for me and the monster I created. Yeah, yeah! Hands up, JD, I'm a dead go walking. Can't hide from me, I'm a dead go walking. And there's your final bell. It's one more dance and then farewell. Cheek to cheek in hell with a dead girl walking. The world is burning down around me by Fuck You Dad as a band. Jason Dean told me you just committed. Well, he's wrong about a lot of things. You've done a lovely tribute, especially considering short notice. Mrs. Fleming, what's under the gym? The boiler room. That's it. Veronica, what is going on? Got no time to talk. I'm a dead girl walking. Hey, yo, Westerberg. Tell me what's that sound? Me too. Westerberg, come on, I put you in the ground. I absolutely love that band name. I love how she has to clarify that it's a band. Step away from the bomb. This little thing? I'd hardly call this a bomb. This is just to trigger the packs of thermals upstairs in the gym. Those are bombs. People are gonna see the ashes of Westerberg High School and they're gonna think there's a school that self-destructed not because society doesn't care, but because that school was society. The only place where Heathers and Marthas can get along is in heaven. Wish your mom had been a little stronger. Wish she stayed around a little longer. I wish your dad were good. I wish grown-ups understood. Wish we did before they convinced you life is war. Wish you'd come with me. I wish I had more TNT. I'm sorry, I love the... Oh yes, Owl in a Cage. Oh, I haven't memorized that one, but I love it. Oh, the great big yell. Westerberg will knock you out and send you straight to... Anyways, should I sing Clown Bitch? I'm gonna sing Clown Bitch. Oh, a new rhythm and a new hook. I leave you in a puddle, little double trouble, got your voice shook. Haha, here's the stitch. Fits in with the taxes, pretty green where the cash is. Wanna sell my funny, slutty body to the masses? Feeling lonely on a Saturday night? Well, money can't buy happiness, but it can rent you paradise. Give in to temptation. Take your time, I'll be patient. Little piggy, let me scratch your dirty itch. I'm a clown, bitch. Fix up your frown, bitch. You hear that sound? You're going down, 'cause I'm a clown, bitch. Eh. You know what? I'm gonna do one that's in has been Code Mistake. From me out like Theta when Centralia does nostrils off a dust door like too many touch. If pain is beauty, I'm a pretty bitch. Got too quiet now, they're whispering. Think the new sit every hour is a week. I don't need sympathetics, I just need some room to breathe. Do not fuck. Jeanette got me running from myself. I can't. Time slaps. Ah, why? Burn out. Don't fight. Dance on my grave. I will never be them. 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 Mosh pit, think I might have lost it. Starting to believe there's only one way I could stop this. Pain is beauty, I'm a guillotine. You bring the match, I'll bring the kerosene. Let the gallopin set and suffocate me in my sleep. Adderall to wake up, omeprazole to eat. Do not fucking look at me. Paranoia got me peeved. They say they wanna help, but they always fucking leave. Leave me by myself. Leave me D&D. Leave me in the dark. Leave me with these things. Tell me that you love me. I know all your talk is cheap. Baby, I'm a code mistake. I was never meant to be. Time slips away. Burn out. Don't bed. Dance on my grave. I'll never be them. I forget I can actually growl. I'll never be them. I'll never be them. I will never be them. I will never be them. I will always be a cold mistake. Oh man. Okay, and now I've got to do another song. Saw it. Anyone familiar with Derivacat? It's always on the verge. Spent a bridge that's building up. Know we can fight the urge. Burning high, we're warming up. Let it allow blood, 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 keeping your vow. By the black god, we want it now. Going out of control with the voices in your head. Gonna scream and shout, we want them dead. Gonna turn your vision red. The battle never ends with the voices in your mind. Our justice must be blind, like chaos be divine. The blade will never die. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Burning remains like the funeral pyre. Bring it up, cause we're tearing it down. Sending the truth on a world of liars. Release God and release the hounds. Let it all out. Blood, 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 keeping your vows. We want it now. Blood, 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 going out of control. Don't need sanity when you have anarchy. You don't need government when you have covenant with your God. Let them wither away, make their foundations decay. See, it's coming, it's judgment day. With the voices in your head, gonna scream and shout, we want them dead. Gonna turn your vision red. The battle never ends. Where the voices in your mind, our justice must be blind, like chaos be divine. The blade will never die. None of us, there's no escaping us. Someone you can trust, to leave them all for dust. There's no one of us escaping us. No one you can trust. Just leave them all for dust. One of us with the voices in your head. Gonna scream and shout, we want them dead. Gonna turn your vision red. The battle never ends. Where the voices in your mind, our justice must be blind, like chaos be divine. The blade will never die. And sadly, that song I cannot play on stream because it's a chorus of 70. So yeah, Derivacat wasn't going to ask 70 separate people whether or not it was okay to have it with no copyright. So I just have to sing it. Oh. I can't remember it off the top. Like, I'd have to like look up and like practice a few times before. Building up the urge, burning, let it all out. House, we want it now. Going out of control. Where the voices in your head, gonna scream and shout, we want them dead. Gonna turn your vision red. The battle never ends. Where the voices in your mind, our justice must be blind, like chaos be divine. The blade will never die. I'm sorry, where did my, excuse me, stylus? By the way, to anyone who is an Apple user, I recently got my first Apple product on Christmas morning, and I am struggling to learn Procreate, so if any artist that uses Procreate on like an iPad, please give me tips. Please give me advice because I have no clue what I'm doing on there. People. I actually know 2-minute notice I'm pretty good on. I have just look my way memorized already. I personally memorized it to thing, and it was funny because the first person that heard me saying the full thing decently was Tex. Um, but yeah. Feels like a movie. But it's not real. You don't exist. I can't recall the last time I kissed. It's me in the car, and it feels like they're not. Yeah, Bryce Pinkham's voice is great for, especially for Stolas. He was perfect. I have no clue what happened, but one of my friends just said, "This isn't a threat, this is an announcement. I am on the verge of breaking very expensive things right now." Um, don't? Take this. Aw. Like I've been in Stolas' position, not just of some, and not just in the way of somebody doesn't like me back. It's not even just that. Like, it's way more than that. So I've been in that position, and so I got tingles the first before the first chorus, and um I was literally super moved when he was gonna make amends. And then at the very end with the drowning metaphor, I sobbed. I sobbed because it felt like I was being like personally attacked. It was almost sad. You can't stop the wind. And even when I first started trying to practice singing it, I was sobbing by the end. I couldn't sing it all the way through because it just hurt my soul too much. So we scream loud. Yeah. And it makes me wonder because he's willing to give the crystal. So either he's gonna give the crystal and not hear from Blitz, but considering the fact that Blitz finally was like, Stolas can get hurt, I it made me so sad to see how he doesn't communicate well because he never learned how to. And then when it comes down to Stolas, did you see him scrolling through their old text messages when he was sick? Like when he was injured? He was scrolling through messages waiting for a response. And if you look, a lot of Blitz's responses are very short. And Stolas does this huge thing of like, hey, I want to see you. And Blitz is like, huh, that's good to know, type shit. And it's like, that hurts. That hurts me. It hurts me a lot. Um, so the fact that Blitz does care for him, but doesn't, breaks my. Because sometimes I'll freak out and I'll think, oh, I'm not appreciated or cared for, and then there will be some people tell me otherwise, and then I end up in a battle with myself over which is real, you know? Yeah. Yeah, me too. And it's sad because I'm closer to Stolas or Octavia. Maybe a hint of Luna or Millie, but it's mostly Octavia and Stolas for me. Yeah, yeah. I have a lot of issues with I feel like I'm going to be abandoned. I panic, and when I panic, I feel like I'm drowning, which is why I started sobbing with the drowning metaphor. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting called out. Stop. like, the thing is, we know that Blitz is traumatized. We know that, Dulles was probably held to a very high standard. So they both probably have PTSD. I know Blitz does, but he might have less in total than Stolas does. Stolas has more trauma in general. Um, Although it's not shown during the show, considering how Paimon treats him, his mom was trying the best she could, but it was like Paimon was gonna do whatever he was gonna do. Yeah, and I've gotten to the point where I've been so abandoned that I fear it to the point where even if my brain mentally tells me that someone close to me is going to abandon me, I react like they actually did. And it's sad because I can't communicate when that I because it hurts too much. Um and if I'm mad at somebody, I can't communicate that I'm upset, like, and that I'm sad because they're not like paying attention to me or whatnot. Because then I feel like an attention whore. So I just end up like isolating or just acting like actually it's I am not better at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very loyal, but I can have a lot of issues with communication, and a lot of times I will end up upset if I feel like I'm being neglected, even if I'm not actually being neglected. There are times where I even feel like that, and I like meant like logically I know that I'm not being neglected. I know I'm not being abandoned. But emotionally I'm just a wreck because I know I'm going to be abandoned or I am abandoned. And so it's bad when I end up getting left out from things because I have a really bad fear of missing out, but it's partially due to abandonment. So I, when I'm in that mood, I can't escape that. I can't do anything about it. I just have to hope it ends. It doesn't hurt anyone else too. And does it seem like really sudden onset, B? Like you can be completely fine, and then the second, you can just be breaking down over the like feeling like you're being abandoned. Like I've had it happen where somebody's changed games and I don't play, and then I freak out. Yeah. And it's either you try to keep your partner really close or you try to make them mad at you and try to make them leave, is what I've noticed at least. Um, and it causes a lot of issues. And I always end up apologizing profusely over it. I should be better, and the response I get um, is usually it's okay, or it's of one person. The response is didn't do it. I'm like, but I obviously did. Response? Yeah, but it's not. That's fair. Mine I end up tense if I'll either be very very clingy hurts, or I will try to separate when it hurts because my brain has been wired over my years. Um, and this happens for a lot of people who have this stuff and this type of abandonment issues, abandonment trauma. People who have abandonment trauma and or neglect trauma, uh, they will on seeing something that is viewed as their childhood, the way that their childhood was. Well, what happened in their childhood, they were neglected or abandoned, and the only time that they ever got a response out of the parents or out of their caretakers was via lashing out. It was only like super cute or whatever, which isn't as controlled. And the only other time is by making them angry, or in some cases, like making them angry. Like any sort of response is better than none in the child's mind. So they end up lashing out a lot, which is how you end up getting people with anger issues. It tends to tie in with either being babied too much or being left alone too much of the time. And so what ends up happening is when the child grows up, any incident that they view as similar to their childhood, they use their childhood coping skills, which are not good coping skills, and they're actually the opposite of what you want to do. But the whole thing is they're like, well, any attention's better than none, right? So if the person's not going to pay attention to me, like if I try to be cute and cuddly and they still don't pay attention to me, I'm gonna lash out because I know that I'll get a response from that. Whether it be threatening harming themselves, threatening harming somebody else, anything to make them respond. Because it's not a matter of they'll actually do it. They're looking for the response. So they end up, if they can't get the behavior out of their partner, out of their friend that they want, they will go to extremes for it. It's actually a disorder. Fun fact. Now, granted, your response probably is just normal abandonment issues, but to my degree, it's actually a disorder I'm actually being treated in therapy for right now, and it's actually been worsened by my endometriosis medication, which is why I want to be off it so bad, because it's gotten really bad. Sorry. I had to dump somebody. I've had to dump people, abusing me, whether emotionally, psychologically, or physically, or sexually. But there was one that claimed that I cheated on him and that he left when I had left because he was threatening, self-die, and so I had to leave. And he blamed it on me. Anybody who asked. Luck, because he was pissed off that I left. A lot of the times people fake dump me for the reaction. I get fed up and I want the amount of times where I've had people try to get the attention out of me by saying they're going to break up with me or saying commit self-die is sad, because I do behavior. It can be a lot of things, and there's a couple of different disorders in the same general umbrella that tend to do that sort of behavior to get the response, right? And I'll go ahead and go into it a little bit since I'm just about to stream anyways. I've got a couple minutes left before I need to wrapping it up. But I've done a lot of research, and I've got research and know about these disorders that they tend to do things for reactions. They are considered cluster B personality disorders. Have narcissistic personality disorder, you have borderline personality disorder, and histrionic personality disorder. all of them are categorized by the emotional state being very ricochet, and like you can't track where they're going to go next. Like their emotions seem very varied and don't seem to be tied to anything. Um, but there are actually causes for triggers. And a lot of people don't realize that when they have the disorder. They don't realize that there's a trigger until they've either been in therapy or they've done enough research that, hey, this is a possible trigger. Um, yeah, for narcissistic personality disorder, it's more so that people pay attention to them because they want to feel on top of the world. They will do anything to get to that point. With borderline personality disorder, you will do what is called splitting, where you will go from believing somebody is a good person and could never do any wrong, specifically their favorite person. Their favorite person, they'll go from believing they didn't do anything wrong ever and could never commit a crime to, oh my god, this person is horrible and abusive and nasty and I want to leave. And a lot of the times, that reaction is due to not getting enough attention, at least for some people. Not all people experience that exactly, but there are definitely a chunk of people out of the cluster Bs that, you know, and along with that, those who have trauma and have PTSD are way more likely to have BPD, because BPD is actually due to trauma. It's not. I mean, there are other factors, but the theory of structural dissociation goes into the fact that it's not just a personality disorder. It actually does have like trauma as a main source, usually abandonment or neglect trauma, which is sad. But you know that the person's brain can be fundamentally changed with trauma, but it seems so easy to have somebody's personality be and not just like minorly with flashbacks or whatnot, but the core of their personality to be fundamentally changed. It's sad. Yeah, I feel the autism and the like. I've got I've got ADHD. They've basically put me on meds for it. I'm low functioning ADHD and possibly high functioning. Neurodivergent people, it is a lot easier for things to be perceived as trauma in their eyes. So if you were to compare side by side a neurotypical person with a neurodivergent person and give them the same trauma, neurodivergent people are more likely to view that experience as traumatic and harmful to themselves and will develop PTSD or CPTSD depending on if it's treated or not. Which is why, when it comes down to dissociative identity disorder and otherwise specified dissociative or dissociative disorders in general, you'll notice that they end up happening with neurodivergent people way more often. And it's because the neurodivergent brain changes the way that you receive things. Like, and we know that, but it happens with possible traumatic events as well. It also alters your dissociative scale to begin with, because those who have ADHD, I'm not certain on autism, but I know for ADHD people, we quote unquote zone out a lot. You know that there's actually a medical thing for zoning out? Zoning out is medically recognized as dissociation, or at least depersonalization and derealization. So quite literally a dissociative disorder in and of itself right there. Yeah, I understand. It's the brain is a weird thing, and nobody knows the entirety of the brain. So, people are still trying to like figure things out. Yeah, so it's the amount of stuff that trauma can cause to the brain, especially a neurodivergent brain, is insane. And so it like medical trauma exists. So some people who um you know have severe medical trauma hate hospitals and hate whatnot. um like with medical trauma, you could hate the hospital, hate going there. Your parents continuously take you there because they think you like something's wrong with your head or something's wrong in general. So your caregivers are actively handing you off to a source of abuse. If it's repeated enough and at an early enough age, boom, perfect recipe for creating dissociative identity disorder. And it's awful how like it's said to be rare, 1 to 3%. That was a small study in mental hospitals around a certain county in the US. Does not include universally. And other places are worse than the US when it comes to that. Um, but the whole thing is, you know, it it's something because like that small percentage, and that's just dissociative identity disorder. That's just those that are diagnosed. That's not even the people that are undiagnosed. And they don't have the percentage like range. So whenever you do a study, especially a small scale study, tend to give 5 to 7% leeway in either direction. Well, with the 5 to 7% added on to the 1 to 3%, let me pull up my calculator. So 1 to 3%. Let's do the highest. The highest we're gonna get 3 plus the 7, right? Because like it's a 5 to 7% basis, and that I assume includes the undiagnosed people with DID. Yeah, of course, and you too, B. I'll be like I'm usually around at least to text. Voice is a little bit sketchy at times, but um so 10% at most. Lowest is 6%. 6 to 10%. And then we have otherwise specified dissociative disorder, which can include people who present with DID symptoms but don't have the actual full diagnostic criteria met. So they end up getting put in OSDD, which is a lot of the people who have OSDD, unless it's like the very far side of OSDD, because that is the next step up from BPD and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So let's times that by 2. So between 12 to 20%. Do you know how much 20% is? 1 in every 5 people. And I'm not even including depersonalization, derealization. I'm not including all dissociative disorders. I'm just including those that generally end up with somebody portraying as a system or somebody with alternate states of consciousness that take control of the body. So anywhere from 12% to 20%. 20% is 1 out of every 5 people. They say it's 1 to 3 people, about as common as somebody with ginger hair. That's how they bring it up. A lot of people, a lot of brunettes, have very dark brown hair. Very dark brown hair is actually considered black hair on statistics. But with that, those who actually have like honey brown hair, it's around 20%. It's around 20%. So there is as many systems lurking around, diagnosed or undiagnosed, as honey brown hair, which is insane. And 12%, isn't 12% like 1/8? Yeah, roughly. 1/8, 1/9. Yeah, 1/8. So roughly 1/8. So 1 out of every 8 for the lowest. That's including all system possibilities, diagnosed or undiagnosed, or medically recognized, any of it. Bare minimum, 1 out of every 8. 1 out of every 8 to 9 people. Hi, Candy. I was just going through the different diagnostic criterias and what can cause different things in the DSM that can be logged as disorders, and going through the concept of the fact that the 1 to 3% for dissociative identity disorder does not include the 5 to 7% barrier that happens with most studies, and it was a small study in a small setting. So they're like, oh, it's 1 to 3% universally. It's not. It's not. It's at least 6% universally, and that's roughly just people that have DID, diagnosed or undiagnosed. And then you've got OSDD. So anywhere from 1 out of every 8 to 1 out of every 5 have a dissociative disorder that can cause alternate states of consciousness. Anyways, thank you. I'm about to wrap up stream here in a second. Not even half the pity you gave her your sweater. Just polyester, but you like her better. Okay, welcome back. I need to figure out who I need. Give me a second. Figure that out while we chat. But yeah, so I'll definitely peek into your DMs if I feel up to it, and then gave her your sweater. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try. see. I might. A lot of moment. I'm trying to find one that not for yeah. You know what? This would be good. Yeah, that's what happens. That's honestly 18 plus stream, or 18 plus channel. Um, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and let me know what the name. Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. Okay, so with that, channel is intended for mature audiences. I sadly could not find one that's not currently like that was currently streaming that was not underneath that. So although the art seems to be very cute and looks like it looks like it does have motion to it. So with that, let's get back. With that being said, make sure you get something to drink, make sure you get something to eat, make sure you take your pills if you have any, and get some fucking sleep. B, I hope you do well in your Minecraft world, and to anybody else, I hope that you do well for the rest of tonight. I will see you on Friday, and let's go ahead and give a very big star welcome to Meowie. I think I can say that. I think I said that right. Either way, take care. I will see you all on Friday.